Hi friends, welcome back once again. Today we will learn the chapter Ideas of Development completely in just 20 minutes. So friends, please watch until the end such that you can learn better. Let us see the introduction. We all have many aspirations about what we would look like to do and how we would look like to live. Similarly, we have ideas about what a country should be like. Development involves about the ways in which we can work towards achieving our goals. This is a complex task, and in this chapter we are going to understand what is development. What development promises different people, different goals. Let us see the example of some persons and their developmental goals or aspirations. Landless rural laborers. Their developmental goals are more days of work and better wages. Local school that is able to provide quality education for their children. No social discrimination, and they too become leaders in the village. A prosperous farmer. His goals are assuring high family income through higher support prices for his crops and through hard working and cheap labors, and able to settle his children abroad. A girl from a rich urban family. Her aspirations are getting as much freedom as her brother and able to decide what she wants to do in her life and be able to pursue her studies abroad. So, from the examples, we have understood two important things. 1. Different persons can have different developmental goals. 2. What may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may be destructive for the other too. For the second point, I am going to give a small example so that you can understand it. Let us see the incident of Kundakulam nuclear power project. The government of India set up the nuclear power plant in Kundakulam in the Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. The aim is to generate nuclear power to meet the growing energy needs of the country. But the people in this region have protested on the grounds of safety, security and livelihoods. A long struggle ensued. Scientists, environmentalists, social activists who have been critical of the project have stood by the people and supported their protest. From this, it is clear that for the government it is important to set up the nuclear power plant, but for the people it is very dangerous. So, it is an example for which the development of one is opposed to the development of the other. Income and other goals. From the previous discussion, we are clear that most people desire regular work, better wages and decent price for their crops and other products they produce. In other words, they want more income. Besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security and respect from others. They resent discrimination. All these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption, because material goods are not all that you need to live. From the discussion, the important points to be noted are: money or material things that one can buy with it is just one factor on which our life depends. But the quality of our life also depends on non-material things like freedom, equal treatment, etc. To understand better, let us take an example. If you get a job in a far off place, you would try to consider many factors apart from income. This could be facilities for your family, working atmosphere, or opportunity to learn. In another case, a job may give you less pay but may offer regular employment that enhances your sense of security. Another job, however, may offer high pay but no job security and also leave no time for your family. This will reduce your sense of security and freedom. So, in this example, we will take our decision according to our freedom and security. Similarly, for development, people look at a mix of goals. It is true that if women are engaged in paid work, the family income increases and their dignity in the household and society increases. However, at the same time, if there is respect for women, there would be more sharing of household work and greater acceptance of women working outside. A safe and secure environment may allow more women to take up a variety of jobs or run a business. Hence, the developmental goals that people have are not only about better income but also about other important things in their life. How to compare different countries or states? Normally, to compare two different things, we will take their similarities and differences. To compare students, we will take their heights, health, interests, and also their talents. Similarly, for comparing countries, their income is considered to be the most important attributes. Countries with higher income are more developed than countries with lower income. Now we will see how the income of different countries calculated. The income of the country is the total income of the all residents of the country. But this is not useful because different countries have different populations. Countries with large population have more income than countries with less population. So to compare, we will use one term, that is per capita income. Per capita income or the average income. The average income of a country is the total income of the country divided by its total population. This criterion is used in the World Development Report brought out by the World Bank. But these averages also hide many disparities. For example, let us consider two different countries, country A and country B. From the table, if we calculate the average income of country A, it is clear that the average income of country A is 10,000, and also if we calculate the average income of country B, it is also 10,000. But in country A, all citizens' income is very near to 10,000. But in country B, 4 citizens have the income 500, but 1 citizen have the income 48,000. So country A is developed than country B, but their average incomes are equal. It means they are equally developed countries. So from this we can say that averages hide many disadvantages. Now let us go for another topic, income and other criteria. From the previous topic, we are clear that average income or the per capita income hide many disadvantages. So for comparing two different countries or state, we will also take another attributes. Those are infant mortality rate. Out of 1000 live born children, the number of children who die within 1 year is known as the infant mortality rate. Literacy rate. The number of people aged 7 years and above who can read and write with understanding in any language per 100 members is known as the literacy rate. Life expectancy at birth. It denotes the average expected length of life of a person at the time of birth. Net attendance ratio for secondary stage. It is taken for the classes 9 and 10 and the number of students who attend the school per 100. So for comparing the countries to know their development, we will use all these factors and find out the development. Public facilities. First, let us try to understand the definition of public facilities. Public facilities are the basic facilities needed to people in the society. These are provided by the government. Let us see the examples of public facilities. The examples of public facilities are public transport, public education means schools and electricity, also public health care system, etc. Okay friends, let us see the role of public facilities in the development. Public facilities are those facilities which are not possible for any individual to access at economic cost. So government provides such facilities to the public to ensure quality of life and for development of the country. Under public facilities, basic education. Government provides schools and allied educational facilities like playground, furnitures of the school, etc., which are enjoyed by all. In this way, it will cause the development of the students. Under basic health facilities, government provides hospitals, vaccination programs to maintain basic quality of health. This helps in the good environment to the citizens. Under law and order facility, government provides police outposts, police stations for maintaining security of the public, and it also protects the interest of its citizens by the state laws. So the development of one will not be the against to the development of others. Under public distribution system or PDS, government opens PDS shops or ration shops through which basic food items like rice, wheat, pulses, etc. are distributed at subsidized rate to the lower income group or poor people. Functioning of these facilities are dependent on the community awareness and public cooperation. In this way, the poor can buy the necessity items at a low cost, in which helps them to develop. Now let us see the Human Development Report. Human Development Report is published by United Nations Development Programme or UNDP to compare countries based on the educational attainment of the people, their health status and also per capita income. Now let us see some data regarding India and its neighbors for 2017. When we observe the table, we can notice that India lies 138th place and Sri Lanka lies in 76th place in Human Development Index, and also Pakistan in 150th place, Myanmar in 140th place, Bangladesh in 136th place and Nepal in 149th place. Okay friends, in this map we can see that most of the western countries are developed. So most of the African countries are low developed. Development as progress over time. Some countries are ahead of others in terms of human development indicators. Similarly, some states have better indicators of human development, though within a state there may be variations. Lower performance on any of the human development indicators is a sign that certain aspects of people's life need more attention than the others. To understand it more clearly, let us see the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. At the time of Indian independence, like most other states, Himachal Pradesh had very low levels of education. Being a hilly region with low density of population in many villages, spread of schools primarily to the rural areas appeared to be a big challenge. However, both the government of Himachal Pradesh and the people of the state were keen on access to better education. The government started schools and made sure that education was largely free or cost very little for parents. Further, it tried to ensure that these schools had at least minimum facilities like teachers, classrooms, toilets and drinking water, etc. As the years went by, these facilities were improved and expanded. More schools were opened and teachers were appointed so that many more children could study easily. Of course, to open schools and run them well, the government had to spend large amount of money. Among the Indian states, the Himachal Pradesh has the distinct of one of the highest spending from the government budget on education of each child. In the year 2005, the average spending on education by the government in Indian state was Rs 1049 per child. But on the other side, Himachal Pradesh was spending Rs 2005 per child. So from this we can see that the government is very keen in improving educational facilities in the state. In many parts of country, girls' education is still given less priority by the parents as compared to boys' education. While girls may study for a few years, they may not complete their schooling. But a welcome trend in Himachal Pradesh is the lower gender biases. Himachali parents have ambitious educational goals for their girls, just as for their boys. Thus, in the 13 to 18 age group, a very high percentage of girls are completing class 8 and moving to secondary classes. Also, child mortality. It means children dying within a few years of birth in Himachal Pradesh is very low for girls than for boys. One major consideration is that many Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home. Women who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. They have greater say in household decisions including children's education, health, birth, upkeep, etc. Also being employed themselves, Himachali mothers expect their daughters to work outside the home. So we can see active Mahila Mandals in many villages of Himachal Pradesh. Okay friends, let us see the conclusion of this chapter. Development entails a mix of goals. Goals and the ways of attaining them may be in conflict. Income and per capita income, though very oftenly used, is one of the important aspects of development. Human Development Index has tried to expand the notion of development to include the social indicators of healthcare and education. Government provision is the only way of improving health and education status for all. Societies that are more equal have developed faster when effective public facilities are ensured. Okay friends, thank you for watching the video. This is the end of the chapter Ideas of Development.